Celestial tablets of creation. In the vast and limitless expanse of the cosmos, beyond the stars we know, lies a council unlike any other, the Sirian High Council. This esteemed body governs the interdimensional alliance dedicated to upholding the sacred agreements among all star nations, planets, and beings. These agreements are not just contracts, but promises of freedom and unity. Among the founders of this grand council is the Emerald Order, a highly enlightened group with a noble mission, in free will, guiding lost souls back to the God Source and restoring Earth's spiritual freedom. The members of the Emerald Order are often described in mystical terms, known as light-bearing guardians, star seeds, healers, grid workers, shaman, and indigos. They hail from specific bloodlines originating from Sirius B, a distant star which throughout human history has pulsed with ancient truth. They hold sacred records containing wisdom essential for Earth's spiritual evolution, records they have protected for eons. Their return signifies the awakening of Earth's emerald crystal heart, signaling a new era of enlightenment and spiritual rebirth. Among these members was Lyra, a young guardian with eyes as bright as starlit pools, a spirit that shone like the North Star. She was chosen by the Council to journey to Earth, to reignite the flame of the Christ consciousness that had dimmed over centuries of forgetfulness. Lyra's purpose was clear: to unify humanity under the ancient teachings of the Law of One, a philosophy emphasizing self-responsibility, unity with the Source, and unconditional love. Lyra's journey began with an intricate map of Earth's ley lines, graciously integrated from the Akashic Records, a living library of the Mother Earth herself. This astral cartography depicted the precise geolocations of mysterious crystalline energy nodes, these sacred points and junctions conducting invisible fields of flux, ejecting out from the heart of Mother Earth, a massive electromagnet at the planet's core. Lyra herself now became energized by the very etheric quantum pathways of her soul's mission. From this energy exchange, Lyra learns in a spontaneous telepathic download of the prehistoric existence of past global human civilizations. She then came to the understanding of how these centers lived in global harmony, and why. For what reason would Earth's ancient peoples flock to these centers? And why are they still revered today by the seekers and mystics? She asked herself. Quick to answer, the universe promptly responded, "They were called there, my child." Lyra hears in her mind. The human body was called by its internal spirit. The symbiotic relationship between the fifth dimensional grid and human DNA is inseparable. The human spirit and free will sought after and desired true evolution, spiritual evolution. The reason they thrived in harmony is directly due to the influx of awareness at these locations, she added. Lyra now knew its sense of heightened energetic emissions, for she herself had connected with its etheric conductivity of invisible flux and quantum neural pathways, all crisscrossing the planet like an invisible web. These lines connect human experiences to the universe, channeling life and consciousness. The Celestial Guardians believed that by activating these lines, they could foster an elevation of humanity's collective soul. As Lyra descended to Earth, she felt the weight of her mission, but also a profound sense of curiosity and hope. Her first destination was a remote village nestled in the Himalayas, a place where the air was crisp and the stars seemed close enough to touch. Here, the villagers lived simple lives, in harmony with nature and its inherent technology, yet unaware of the cosmic dance in which they played a vital part. The High Council spoke of seeding the sacred blueprint of Gaia's crystalline field, what we refer to as Earth's electromagnetic grid. This is due to the difference in potential of consciousness between the differing grids, Thoth remarked in Interdimensional Truth. They whispered tales about ancient folklore, astral missions to impregnation Earth's electromagnetic field with higher states of awareness. Thoth, speaking softly, as Lyra's ears perk up along with all others in this sacred space. This higher vibrational grid is known more directly as Christ consciousness, he explained, designed from its inception to interact with the cosmic human vessel. Thoth, now towering over Lyra in an innocent effort to grab her attention, suddenly teleports to her opposite shoulder. "You made me jump," Lyra remarks embarrassingly, only to realize Thoth not only changed physical locations, but simultaneously he had morphed his physical form. His appearance no longer as the well-recognized Egyptian god of thought, academia, and wisdom. It's your now Hermes? Lyra asked curiously with a questionable smirk. Yes, it is I, he replied, beloved Greek god of wisdom, literature, teaching, architecture, and mathematics. Suddenly, Lyra was greeted by another master elder named Creon, who, though aged in years, held a youthful kindness in his eyes. Creon was a wise man, well versed in the stories of the ancients and the energies that flowed through the earth. He recognized Lyra not just as a visitor from afar, but as a beacon of awakening. Together, they embarked on the journey to educate the villagers on the law of one. Balance and neutrality, Lyra would often say during their gatherings, are the keys to spiritual growth. We must learn to see beyond our differences and understand that all is intelligent energy. We are all one. Creon added, unconditional love is the thread that binds us to the source. When we act with kindness and unity, we elevate not only ourselves but all of humanity across dimensions. The villagers listened, intrigued by the simplicity, yet the profound depth of these teachings. Slowly, they began to change. They treated each other with greater respect, resolved conflicts with understanding, and approached the world with a renewed sense of wonder. Lyra's work didn't stop with one village. She traveled to different locations written on her ley line map, meeting with groups both large and small. Each place she visited experienced subtle but powerful transformations, as if lights were turning on across a vast cosmic map, one by one. These lights were not physical, but spiritual, as the people began to resonate with the vibration of the Emerald Order's mission. As time passed, a unique bond formed among those touched by Lyra's message. People from all walks of life came together, united in their quest for spiritual sovereignty. Lyra saw this as the awakening of Earth's emerald crystal heart, a sign that enlightenment was within reach. However, it wasn't all effortless. Lyra faced challenges, skepticism, fear of the unknown, and sometimes hostility. Yet, she stood steadfast, guided by the Emerald Covenant, which promised freedom from the cycle of reincarnation during ascension. Her compassion and unwavering commitment to unity and love began to dissolve even the strongest barriers. Back at the Syrian High Council, the other guardians watched with growing anticipation. They too felt the shifting tides from their distant realms, hopeful that Lyra's work would spread across the earth. Then came a day when the ley lines pulsed brighter than ever before, their glow visible to the guardians throughout the cosmos. Earth was waking up, its people remembering the truth of their origins and their connection to each other and the universe. Lyra returned to her celestial home, her mission on Earth complete, but the journey of humanity just beginning. The Emerald Order looked on with hope, knowing that as long as the law of one guided the hearts of men and women, the goal of ascension was within reach. Together, across stars and dimensions, they continued to plant the seeds of spiritual awakening, fostering a future where freedom, love, and unity reigned supreme. In this new era, the siren call of the cosmos reminded all that they are part of an endless journey, an interconnected, vibrant dance toward the great source, with hearts beating as one luminous force among the stars.